Have you ever noticed that just when you're about to give up, life seems to get the hardest? It's like everything starts falling apart right before things finally come together. That's not a coincidence. It's a universal pattern, a test, and a sign that you're closer to your breakthrough than you think. The moments when challenges feel unbearable are the exact moments when you're being stretched into the version of yourself that can handle the blessing that's on its way. Think of it like climbing a mountain. The air gets thinner and breathing becomes harder right before you reach the peak. The resistance isn't there to stop you, it's there to prepare you. Breakthroughs don't happen in comfort zones. They happen when pressure builds so intensely that you either quit or rise. This is why most people never see their breakthrough. They give up during the storm, unaware that the sun is just about to rise. Life has a strange way of making the road most difficult right before the reward. It's like the universe is asking, "Are you serious about this? Do you really want it?" And the only way to answer is to keep pushing when everything in you wants to stop. If you can endure the chaos, the clarity you've been waiting for will reveal itself. Think about it: when a seed is planted, it doesn't grow without pressure. It's buried in darkness, surrounded by dirt, and has to push through the soil before it can see the light. That's exactly what's happening in your life right now. You are that seed. The struggle you're facing is not proof that you're failing. It's proof that you're growing. The pain, the stress, the setbacks, they're all part of the process of breaking through the ground. Without that resistance, you'd never develop the strength to survive once you bloom. There's a psychological concept called the dip. It's the low point, the valley, the moment where things feel impossible. Almost every success story has a dip right before the breakthrough. Athletes feel it in training, entrepreneurs feel it before their business finally takes off, and dreamers feel it when nothing seems to be working. The dip is not the end. It's the final test. If you can hold on during the dip, you'll rise to levels you never imagined. But if you quit, you'll never know how close you were to success. Most people mistake difficulty for defeat. They assume that because life is getting harder, it means they're not meant for it. But the opposite is true. Difficulty is confirmation. It means you're on the right path. It means you're moving towards something so big that resistance has to show up. Imagine you're running a marathon. The hardest mile is always the last one. Your body screams at you to stop, but your breakthrough moment, the finish line, is just around the corner. Life works the same way. The breakthrough is always right after the breaking point. Even nature shows us this pattern. The night is always darkest right before the dawn. Storms rage with the most intensity right before they clear. A mother feels the sharpest pain right before giving birth. In every corner of existence, hardship comes right before new life, new hope, and new beginnings. So when your life feels like it's collapsing, when you feel like you can't go another step, remember this truth: it's not the end. It's the beginning. It's the storm before the calm, the night before the sunrise. Your breakthrough is already written into your story, but you have to fight to see it. The challenge is not there to destroy you. It's there to develop you. You don't grow in easy seasons. You grow when life squeezes you, pushes you, and forces you to become stronger than you ever thought possible. Every great person you admire, whether in business, sports, or life, faced unbearable moments right before their big win. What separated them from the rest was not talent, not luck, but the decision to keep going when most people would quit. Let's be honest, sometimes life feels unfair. You pray, you work, you sacrifice, and still nothing seems to change. That's when the temptation to quit is strongest. But what if you knew that your answer was just one more step away? What if your opportunity was waiting just beyond the moment you're about to give up? That's the secret. Breakthroughs hide behind persistence. Not talent. Not timing. Persistence. The ability to show up one more time, to push one more step, even when you feel empty. Pain has a purpose. Struggle has a purpose. It's building the strength. patience, and wisdom you'll need to handle the blessing once it arrives. Think about this. If you got everything you wanted instantly, you wouldn't know how to keep it. But because you've fought for it, cried for it, and survived for it, you'll value it more when it comes. Struggle is not a punishment. It's preparation. It's the universe training you for the weight of your blessing. And the heavier the struggle, the bigger the breakthrough. I want you to picture yourself climbing a staircase. Each step takes effort, and the higher you climb, the heavier your legs feel. That last step before the top is always the hardest, but the reward, the view from the top, is worth every painful step. That's exactly where you are right now. You're not failing. You're on the last step, and if you can push through this moment, everything will shift. The pain won't last forever, but the reward will. Breakthroughs require endurance. The mistake most people make is thinking success should feel smooth and easy, like gliding downhill. But the truth is, real success feels like climbing uphill with the wind against you. Every step feels heavy, every obstacle feels unfair, and every delay feels endless. But here's the key. The pressure you feel is proof that you're carrying something important inside you. Diamonds are only formed under pressure. Gold is only purified in fire. And you, too, are being refined by the weight of your challenges. The pain you're carrying right now is shaping you into someone who can not only reach success, but sustain it. Without the struggle, you wouldn't have the character or resilience required for the level you're stepping into. This isn't punishment, it's preparation. The truth is, most people quit too soon. They stop when the journey feels unbearable, not realizing that they were only a few steps away from everything they ever wanted. Imagine digging for treasure. You dig for days, weeks, months, and then stop, without knowing the treasure was only inches away. That's how most breakthroughs are lost. The struggle right before the reward feels like failure, so people walk away. But the ones who win are not the ones who feel no pain. They're the ones who keep digging even when the pain screams louder than the dream. If you want your breakthrough, you cannot stop when it's hard. You must keep digging. Because the treasure is closer than you think. You need to understand that resistance means progress. If you weren't moving forward, life wouldn't push back. Think about a plane taking off. The strongest wind resistance is felt during the takeoff, not when it's sitting on the runway. That's what's happening in your life right now. The resistance you feel is not a sign that you should stop. It's a sign that you're finally taking off. That pressure, that turbulence, is proof that you're leaving the ground of your old life and rising into a new one. Don't misinterpret resistance as rejection. Resistance is a signal you're moving, you're shifting, you're about to fly. There's a reason why champions always talk about pushing through. They know that greatness isn't won in comfort, it's won in moments of pain. The boxer doesn't win in the ring. He wins during the hours of exhausting training when no one is watching. The student doesn't succeed on exam day, they succeed in the endless nights of study when quitting felt easier. And you won't get your breakthrough during easy seasons. You'll get it when you keep showing up in the hard ones. Your ability to withstand discomfort is your secret weapon. The greater your tolerance for pain, the greater your capacity for breakthrough. Every moment you endure what others run from, you're separating yourself from the crowd. When life gets hardest, that's when your mind starts playing tricks on you. Doubt gets louder. Fear grows stronger. You start to question whether your dream is even possible. That mental battle is not random. It's the final gatekeeper before the breakthrough. Your mind will try to convince you that you're not good enough, not smart enough, not lucky enough. But breakthroughs don't belong to the smartest or the luckiest. They belong to the most relentless. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be persistent. Don't listen to the lies of fear. Recognize them for what they are. Distractions sent to stop you from reaching the finish line that's already in sight. Look back at your own life. Every breakthrough you've had, whether big or small, came after a struggle. You didn't learn your deepest lessons in seasons of ease. You learned them in seasons of pain. The failures, the heartbreaks, the disappointments, they were all stepping stones. And though they hurt, they shaped you. They made you wiser, stronger, and more prepared. This season you're in now is no different. You may not see it yet, but every sleepless night, every closed door, every setback is secretly aligning you with your next breakthrough. One day you'll look back and realize the struggle was the gift. So, what should you do when things get unbearably hard? Don't retreat, lean in. Don't run, stand firm. Tell yourself, this pressure means my breakthrough is close. Instead of asking, why me? Start asking, what is this preparing me for? Shift your perspective from victim to victor, because the very thing that feels like it's crushing you is actually carving you into the person capable of carrying the breakthrough. The harder it gets, the greater the reward on the other side. Remember, storms don't come to last forever. They come to pass. And when this one passes, you'll rise stronger than ever. The reason breakthroughs are so rare is that endurance is so rare. Everyone wants success, but few are willing to walk through the fire that success requires. That's why your struggle feels so heavy. It's filtering out the faint-hearted. If you refuse to give up, you will step into blessings that most people never see. Your pain is not wasted. Every tear, every trial, every test is being recorded. And when the breakthrough comes, it will not only reward you, it will inspire others. You'll become living proof that pushing through the hardest moments leads to the brightest victories. So, here's the truth you need to hold on to. If life feels unbearable right now, it's not a sign to stop. It's a sign to prepare. You're closer than you think. The enemy always attacks the hardest right before the battle is won. The pressure always intensifies before the blessing arrives, and the night always feels the longest before the morning comes. Don't be fooled by the struggle. It's not proof that you're losing. It's proof that you're winning. Hold on just a little longer, because your breakthrough is not in some distant future. It's right around the corner. This is your reminder, don't quit now. Don't let the pressure break you, when it's actually the doorway to your breakthrough. You've come too far to give up. The pain you feel today is shaping the victory you'll celebrate tomorrow. Trust the process, endure the struggle, and keep moving forward. Your breakthrough is closer than it's ever been. And when it arrives, every tear, every setback, every hardship will make sense. This is why things get hard right before your breakthrough. Because you're about to step into a level of life, success, and purpose that you've been dreaming of. Hold on, keep fighting. Your breakthrough is here.